So we're all set to go. A full house is back at Twickenham for the first time in 20 months. Penalty advantage being played. There's Furbank. Freddie Stewart, another of the newcomers in the recent months. Here's Radwan, and Radwan's got it down.
Coming back inside to get some support. Young's fizzing the ball out, and really you can see Marath that he is carrying an injury, I know it. And this is the story of last week when Tonga, renowned for their incredibly physical tackling, fell off far too many tackles and allowed Scotland to gain yard after yard, and they've done exactly the same.
The same Saracens combo there with George to Itoje. Here is Jamie George, who scored a try when these two met at the World Cup in Sapporo 2 years ago. He's after another, is George, and there he is, and he's got it.
Then it bursts. You're just waiting for a weakness to happen. They're through the gap. Jamie George one-on-one. You're not stopping him from there.
England find the danger zone again. Furbank. Here's Slade. Chance, oh, I say, and on there from Stewart. And here's Johnny May. And there aren't many better finishers in world rugby than that man.
All those guys in red. Comes out the back. You got Stewart just holding time, and May still had to finish, but again, Tonga just run out of numbers, run out of pace, and there's a little bit of a May swan dive.
Particularly from France. Well, that's a super catch, and the referee deciding there that so Solomon Carter.
But again, you've got to have due care and attention. It was deemed that Tonga didn't have it on that occasion, so I think they'll be lucky, or quite happy just to get away with the yellow.
There it is for Ben Youngs. The inside ball, and Ellis Genge brushes off the tacklers. The offload, and Itoje gets it down.
Yeah, there's that ball back inside. Again, just Tonga just sliding out with his known really need to slide out. Takes the contact. And Itoje, well, he could play in the back row, he could play anywhere he wanted, really. He's that good. It's over the line, and then about now drops it down.
Slade. Oh, and it's been poached. And away goes Viano. Across comes Freddie Stewart. It's Leicester fullback against former Leicester fullback. And it's the old boy who wins it, but he can't get it down.
Oh, no. That would have been... Well, we will wait. I don't think he's got it down. If he had got it down, it would have been a fantastic poacher's try. This is it. It goes to if this goes through, this England score a try. He just reads it superbly. And watch this. He's going to step, and he's going to step. There he goes. Then he goes back the other way. And who's their captain? Saves the day. That is a try-saving tackle. Simple as. Simple as. That is brilliant. Hands right round the ball. Dislodges the ball. And the crowd are applauding. There you go. That's sensational. Anybody watching that, it does help, I think, if you're 6'6", to get your big levers around it. Pat on the shoulder, he needs more than that. Wow. Trying to attract all the Tongan forwards close to them and then release the backs.
Sam Underhill appears okay, at least for the moment. I'll get a chance to assess him at half-time. Jamie George just considering the options. There's Ben Youngs, he's got Johnny May alongside him, but he doesn't need him. His 110th cap. And he gets a big smooch from his Leicester captain, Ellis Genge.
Too easy. Again, for a guy of that experience, you can see it happening. Tremendous line-out, driven infield. And just watch this now. Again, Itoje takes in, quick pump of the legs, infield, all the time. At the back, the call will come now, straight away. Jamie George acting as a 9. You could say Ben Young's acting as a winger, and with that much space, that much gas, that much knowledge and skill, it's too easy. Too easy.
Carry from Genge. Slade on there to Furbank. May. Oh, and getting in there was Walter Fafita. Andrea Piardi of Italy was is the assistant referee. It is going to be another 10 minutes. Conceded a century of points against New Zealand at the Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. Oh, and look at this. Away goes Ben Youngs. He's enjoying himself, isn't he? On his 110th.
And you think everything's going right here, no problem at all, until Young somehow wrestles that ball. Milano somehow gifts the try, his second try to Ben Youngs. We'll have a look at it clearly here. 1, 2, 3, yeah, it's a good rip, it's good steal. Big number 8 one, look forward to that.
All good, Craig.
The video replays, Youngs will. He may have lost a yard of pace over the years, but 110 caps today.
So Jamie George finds Exeter's Johnny Hill. There's Tom Curry, the inside ball, and Johnny May held up a metre out, but the telescopic arm gets there. And Johnny May looks like he's got his second of the match, and what will be the 35th of his England career.
But again, it's a lovely, simple inside ball. It's a well-worked move. Young's acting as the 10, Curry acting as the 9. Back inside to May. Again, blistering pace. Fuga does pretty well, but not quite. He's grounded that ball. May gets his second. And that's a sight you don't want to see, do you?
Here's Radwan. Radwan running out of space. He's looking for somebody to run inside and change the direction of attack.
Okay, we've got a high tackle advantage on the no arms.
Oh, and then the ball is lost forward.
Just keep watching there, Craig. On the floor now, watch his actions once it's completed on the floor, right here.
Oh, I say.
Initially got a high tackle against you, playing advantage. When the player is on the floor, you've taken it upon yourself to put the elbow into the face. It doesn't matter what it was, straight into the face. I can know what that option and a red card.
Smith would love to do something dazzling, but again, this is what will be talked about. This is the strategy. You get in those positions, you get it to the back, and you drive it over.
Well, it's the two Saracens. There's Jamie George. He's got Manu Itoje in front of him, and Jamie George has got another.
Actually, Dart, you want to go too quick. There's people on the floor. Well, he's done that a few times. There you go.
Carried forward there by Dombrandt. England within touching distance of a half-century. They've got a one-man advantage, and they've got 8 minutes, and they've got Henry Slade inside to Marcus Smith. And the Harlequin takes England beyond 50.
Slade does well. He just holds, shows and goes, holds again. No one outruns him. He's got Smith outside, and that's the best way to calm any fears whatsoever. Get someone else to do the work, and you just run it in from 30 metres. Good on you, fella.
More thorough tests await this England side. Looking for our player of the match, and that will be timely for Henry Slade. Has really made his impact, made his presence felt. The ball lost forward there by Abili.
Set, hold it.
Sure, there's a few bonfires going on tonight. Hopefully that won't
Use it.
hinder people.
England under Eddie Jones have been close to unbeatable here at Twickenham, as Adam Radwan tries to find a gap. It's win number 31 at the headquarters of English rugby since Eddie Jones took charge. Just 3 defeats. They did have a draw. That was against the Scots. One of those 3 defeats was against the Scots. There's May. The last 3 minutes of the match. Stewart. That's the halfway line. Smith. There's the player of the match. Radwan. Great step. Here comes the acceleration. Brushes off Termopio. He's still going. On to Curry. Stewart. England looking to get to 60. Smith. And he releases Blamire. What a start to his Test career. Jamie Blamire is having. He scored a try with virtually his first touch on debut here against the United States in July.
Marcus Smith, but it's just too many gaps, too much space. Straight through the middle, the direct route sometimes is the best. And just queuing up on the outside, they see a gap, show and go. Big Newcastle look at. There you go.
Right up there in the northwest of England. There's Stewart. Almost certainly the last phase of the match. Curry. Smith. Radwan. Oh, what a step. Look at the pace. Radwan cuts inside. Oh, there was nobody there to take it. Maybe Mitchell will get his chance now. Mitchell scores! It has been a rout.
Radwan up that side, little pass from Smith. Gee whiz. Just absolute wheels. And he just hears a call inside, doesn't go to hand. Comes off a Tongan player onto Mitchell, and really he could aquaplane that ball over, but he's got such dazzling feet skills.
Marcus Smith applies the final touch. An 80 minutes which has been bookended by little bits of brilliance from Adam Radwan. The coach now takes a back seat. It's all about these men in white. Well, it has the feel almost of a World Cup final. It's very noisy indeed.
And this will go up high into the southwest skyline.
Former Exeter man, Nick White, finding an old teammate. But it's a penalty. Important kick for the psychology of a fly half. And that will have done wonders for James O'Connor.
You've got Farrell and Tuolangi. Slade outside him, free kick, here we go.
Youngs takes it quickly. On there to Farrell. On to Smith, who was looping around. It gets through the first tackle. Not through the second. Taken down well by Paisami. Courtney Laws inside to Sam Underhill. Within sight here of the 22. That's Itoji, cap number 50. Youngs again. Here's Smith. Oh, the gap there for Freddie Stewart. And the step. And the Leicester fullback gets his first try in an England jersey.
Wow, he absolutely glided onto that, and he did take some finishing as well. A lovely stop off his left. But Marcus Smith, again, everyone is potentially talking about him and what he can do on a rugby field. As it comes out here, the ball back inside from Courtney Laws to Underhill. That's what breaks it. Hooper can't stop him on the gain line, that dominant tackle. The ball comes out the back, and that's just a beautiful line. And that's a beautiful step, and that is a beautiful try.
We also there saw, I think, some of the rotation we're going to see in the back line with Farrell standing at first receiver. The numbers on the backs, you get a hint with England this week, certainly when we're talking about the double digits numbers. They're there to help us with identification, not to be linked necessarily to position. On debut, Tom Curry, little step, Liotta makes the tackle, the arm is out, Smith with a little chip ahead, it may come here for Stewart. Jaco Paper is still playing a penalty advantage to England, he's not now. And here is Owen Farrell. England are up to double figures.
They've really set a marker down now. They want to go with this now. Again, they keep kicking to this guy who is absolutely brilliant. Stewart, he just takes that ball, sets it up, and they'll go again.
Almost lost his shorts that time.
Camera Rock has moved, enter from the back.
England penalised, so an immediate chance here to strike back. Another smooth strike from James O'Connor. Powerful carry there from Valentini. Here's Liotta inside the 22. This is encouraging for the men in gold. Curtly Beale floats it out, but just a little too far for Michael Hooper. But England have come offside. They have a penalty.
I understand, but you had influence.
Just listen to Farrell and Jaco Piper is no good, but we were offside. But that's the Australian game. You see that the two carrying, ball carrying, Pisami in the centre sets it up, and you've got Valentini, big lad, and Liotta.
Already spilling blood for his country. Australia back within 4. Farrell again onto Tom Curry. Dumped to the ground by the Wallabies captain. Oh, and he's through! And look at Jamie George! That was brilliantly timed. Finding a huge hole in the defence. Quick thinking from the Wallabies. Fainga.
Well, we will listen in because I fear this could be a red, because again he's made note. Is there a mitigation circumstance? Is he going down the England hooker? This could be a straight red.
Well, that was the man.
I was just loving the sidestep off the left. See, at real time it doesn't look bad, and slow time it does. She's...
So first of all, let's talk about direct contact to head. We don't believe it's a high level of danger because you don't go forward, you hold your own. Therefore, it's just a yellow card.
He shakes his head, but I'd take that. Jaco Piper says, I can bring a different colour out if you want, mate. He'd have scored it, he'd be saying.
That player needs to go for a HIA.
Owen Farrell takes the 3 points. Johnny Hill with a catch. There's Jamie George. It's been defended well at the moment. There's George again. He sees a gap. Oh, and the hooker's lost it. It will be a goal line dropout. How close again was Jamie George? But it is that man, the scrum half, who saved the day for the men in gold.
When you talk about his tackling prowess, George Gregan-esque. You remember George Gregan used to be a master of that back in the day. That is phenomenal. Jamie George, 2 tries. 2 tries last week in the 11-try Rarotonga. That's just brilliant defence. And I'm sure White is giving some in the ear of Jamie George. Like he said, he's played in the Premiership. That could, well, I'm not saying keep Australia in the game, but with the ability to score a try like George should have done for England there, that game is going away from Australia with half-time coming.
So England making an alteration at half-time. Jamie Blamire is on, so that knock that Jamie George picked up when he came so close to scoring a try means that he's had to leave us early. Here's Tom Curry.
quarters, you play in positions on the field. Now don't make a mistake, Australia.
Follow Fainga. Finds the big fella Arnold.
Play advantage offside, back line.
Paisami taking the ball up. England have come offside.
They'll just take a 3 here.
Well, Curtly Beale wants to hurry, but I think somebody has maybe had a little word from over his shoulder and said, hang on. But how much it would mean to get a result here at Twickenham. James O'Connor, 3 penalty successes, and now it's 4. Here's Kellaway. Also no stranger to scoring tries, Kellaway. O'Connor. Henry Slade, who's almost occupying in defence the right flank, the one which numerically you'd expect Manatualangi to be occupying, but that's not the way. There's Bevan Rod. Penalty against England.
First action off.
Back to matters here. James O'Connor. Dead-eye Dick so far.
Yep.
He maintains that record.
Already written it down there. Happy bunch there, aren't they? They're going to come on at some point.
Foot. Inside, Phil.
Atoji. The tackle from Slipper. It's there for the England scrum half. Smith at first pivot.
Good
And
timing.
that was on the Courtney Laws, who was manhandled by Isaac Rodder. Curry. Oh, that looked a little bit high from Leota.
Advantage.
It is a penalty advantage. Big hit on Courtney Laws.
New advantage against 1.
Well, there's a penalty coming. In fact, 2 now for England. Oh, and through goes Stewart. On here to Atoji.
Tackle originally, and then we have a tip tackle which comes from number 1 Gold.
All right, so he lifts him.
It's Gus
And
Bell,
there's the picture.
and it's that second tackle here on Courtney Laws.
Gus Bell goes
After the
forward
pass,
through. You're not allowed to get
then
the
he
legs
lifts
up
him.
above the horizontal.
And
He's
he
got
goes
one up
through,
there, and it comes down on his arm.
Listen, pass is gone, it's late. Then you lift him and you beyond the horizontal. It's yellow.
Everybody tries to have a word to the ref.
He is 10 metres out from the 22, and 5 metres out from the
Right
50.
there where Marcus is.
Just 4 points in it. They've still got a guy in the sin bin. I don't know how long that is, but
About another 6
5 or
minutes
6,
they've got.
yeah. Here we go. Go on, fella.
Don Brandt on there to Tuolangi at pace. Great hands back to Don Brandt. What a tackle that was from Curtly Beale. Well, the Wallabies keep on scrapping. Here's Paisami bursting through. What a break there from the centre. He's still going. He's still going. Paisami, that was fantastic. There goes Iketel. Don't forget. Oh, and he's been dispossessed. And it's Blamire who has it.
Not bound. Go for the ball, he's not bound.
Well, Hooper was talking there to the referee, and the chip ahead there from Iketel. And back goes Marcus Smith. It's all happening at Twickenham. The Wallabies looking for another big 8-man effort. This time the arm is out in England's favour. Youngs. There goes Underhill. He was met by Leota.
Give it advantage.
Sinclair, good hands there from the Bristol tight head. Oh, and right, taken in the air. That was the appeal. Curtly Beale's talking to the assistant referee. Meanwhile, the referee is coming over for the first penalty.
Right, that's technical.
The England lead is 7.
His leg was taken out by the tackle.
Long wait there for Beale again.
Obstructive, Gold, Gold, Gold. 9 Gold obstruction.
9 gold obstruction.
Nick White penalised for obstructing.
Clear change of line.
It's going to be a penalty. And who knows?
And the assistant, and the team.
Watch out for what He does, he goes straight in front of Max Malins there, he doesn't have to do it.
Thus far, his kicking record at test level, very good, 86%. No mistake that time either.
Penalties to 18, the average is what, 10-12 for the whole game, and that's the key. They give far too many penalties away, whether it's been the mistakes or England's pressure.
Osami, here's Beale. Well, he did rather well there, did Paresi. There's McDermott. Osami again. There's Ikitau. He can really run when he gets a chance. Look at this. The offload to Latu. Oh, and then it's grabbed. And away goes Sam Simmons. And Simmons has got Blamire alongside him. And the hooker is going to add another try to what is a remarkable try-scoring record. Yet another one for Newcastle's Jamie Blamire. He scored with his first touch on debut against the States. A hat-trick a week later against Canada.
Good strike, try-scoring machine from Exeter. Again, it's a mistake from Australia. They just give the ball to one of the best finishers. Tremendous pace off the mark. He's not going to get there. Pops the ball back inside to the Newcastle hooker. And that is lovely. No one's coming in. He knows he's got it. He's celebrating already. Scored the 10th try against Tonga last week. And he's ending it, scoring the last try for England and victory this week against the old enemy. That's 8 on the bounce. Well done, England.
Happy play.
And Marcus Smith finishes off the day. It's an 8th straight win for that man against his old countryman. Eddie Jones 8, Australia 0. Curtly Beale has enjoyed the occasion alongside Manatualangi. A scoreline which perhaps flatters England a little bit. England rugby celebrating 150 years. This fixture is 115 years old. The first match not too far away from here, back in 1906 at the old Crystal Palace. Here's Tuolangi being held up, Damien Dialindi. He takes some passing and getting through. Smith, there's Stewart. May popping up. First tackle missed on him, there's Youngs. Johnny Hill. England within 5. Maro Itoje straight into a wall of green. There's May. Well, remember the World Cup close to half-time when South Africa frustrated England. Can they keep them out this time? There's now space out wide. It's Tuolangi!
Pushing up hard to try and shut down Henry Slade. Quick transfer, and there's only one way and one destination for this big fella, and that's in the corner.
World Cup winner for England, Jason Robinson, among those looking on. Some concern, though, perhaps about Manatualangi just getting a little bit of treatment. And Marcus Smith came into the match with a perfect kicking record in this Autumn Nations series. He has maintained it. Again, I think the concern continuing about Manatualangi, he has got that leg heavily strapped up. He is walking down the touchline. I think he's going to be coming off. That may well be the last action. Dialindi, Pollard, Billy LaRue. That was meant for Mapimpi. Oh, it's an awkward one again for May, and he looked like he fumbled it again, possibly. And it's a penalty to South Africa. So, Andre Pollard, whose kicking this month has been pretty good. That's 7 out of 8 across the 3 test matches. Stewart, there's some space here. Chance here for Malins. Acres of grass in front of him. Steps inside Jesse Kriel. What a tackle from Mapimpi. Here's May. England finding gaps in this famous South African defence. They've done it once, they almost got through there a second time. Here's Youngs, on to Stewart, and Stewart gets the try. A try against Australia, now one against the world champions.
101 kilograms, bundles his way over Makazole Mapimpi and Kobus Reinach.
Well, Eddie Jones calls him England's goalkeeper. The man at the back who doesn't drop a thing. Straight out of the middle from Marcus Smith. England up to 14. That time it was Ludiaga. The referee is playing a penalty advantage here to South Africa, so they've got a free hit at this one. There's Dialindi onto Pollard. They've got numbers here, perhaps. There's the kick through meant for Jesse Kriel. Well, England were forced to scramble.
So many things that can go wrong at the line out. England has defended it well, but Handré Pollard has certainly stepped up.
Well, they banned Rassie from Twickenham today, but if you look around, you can probably see 3,000 or 4,000 Rassies, actually.
Inside. No hands.
Whoever
Last feet.
mass-produced those masks, it's a relatively captive and small market, but they will have made themselves a few pounds or rands, but a penalty, and Tom Curry at the heart of it. Well, that's 10 out of 10 in the Autumn Nation Series so far for Marcus Smith. Vermeulen, solid under the high ball. Look there at Tom Curry. But it's a penalty that goes against England.
You're okay. He's not.
Oh my word. What a strike.
Luckily for the Springboks, the ball went out.
Yes, a bit of speculation in this part of the world over the course of the last couple of days that Handré Pollard may be playing his club rugby in England next season. He'll have to get used to damp pitches. There's Kobus Reinach combining there with Mapimpi, who barely had the space you get in one of those red telephone boxes in this part of the world.
Collapse in, number 6.
Once again, Handré Pollard takes South Africa up to 12. Chance wasted, but he must be fairly content with the opening 40. England regain it. They will get another bite. There's a little chip over the top. Well, Jesse Kriel just in a bit of a collision there with Billy LaRue. There's Reinach. It's into touch. And that is the end of a compelling opening 40 minutes. Freddie Stewart, his reputation grows and grows. Courtney Lawes leading from the front. England have enjoyed the first 40 a little bit more than that man, Sia Khaleesi. But the one thing you know about the box, they will not panic. It's half-time at Twickenham in the World Cup final rematch, and it's England who lead South Africa by 17 points to 12. No changes from either side at half-time. Oh, and Billy LaRue puts it down, but I think that went backwards. Certainly is the view of the referee.
Stable. Stable.
Well, it's as if those three men in the front that row there saw their mates stripping off and said, if we're going to go out, we're going to go out with a bang. Well, he is human.
And of course, Martin, he follows in the beasts footsteps, so he's got an os and a beast
1, 2, 3.
that he's got to live up to.
Oh, Sinclair fumbles it, gets hit. Malcolm Marks. Penalty to South Africa.
18 on his
Sinclair
feet.
going backwards, allows Vincent Koch to get over that ball. Stephen Kitsoff was also there, and you're not going to move that man over that ball once he's get his mitts on there.
Right.
Well, the first one went right, the second one's gone left. Here's France staying with a touch, looks up, sees space behind Johnny May. May doesn't have a big angle to work with. Here's Stewart. Delindi. Mapimpi just whispering in his ear. The follow-up tackle is missed by Stewart. Well, is that turned? Illegally so, Sam Underhill. A penalty straight in front. Cured into perhaps the outstanding centre partnership in world rugby.
But it's also that strong defence combination that they've worked on. Lukanyam, some phenomenal offloading skills when he gets the opportunity.
Okay. Use it!
Ludiaga having to reach behind him for that one.
Okay, stay last feet.
I need
No,
a scrum
it's not.
half. He's back on his feet, is Kobus Reiner. There goes Stephen Kutsoff.
Lost it. Yeah.
Malcolm Marks.
Offside advantage.
Oh, it's a penalty advantage coming for South Africa, right in front of the post. England's lead, perhaps now poised to be snuffed out. So South Africa lead England in a test match for the first time since the World Cup final in Yokohama. And England have got an outstanding record at Twickenham in the
Is it?
traditional
Is it taken out, is it?
autumn series matches or November internationals, call them what you will. Since South Africa won, there is Jasper Wiese, by the way. Since South Africa won here in 2014, England have won 17 of the last 18, and bursting through, and look at that for Rafi Quirk. Marchant delivering the pass, and Quirk gets a try. What a way to fight back. What a score this was. The short pass and a huge hole opened in that South Africa defence.
And the response by the Twickenham crowd. Damien Darland is stepping in to support Elton Jantjies. Huge hole opening up in that defensive line. Easy 2-on-1 for Quirk to score his try.
Marcus Smith makes it worth 7 and got it all to do again.
More. You're on 15.
The alteration made at scrum. We've got at scrum half, I should say.
Just one drop on more penalties.
But it's a yellow card. How significant is that? It is the accumulation of penalties, and it's Will Stewart who effectively takes one for the team. Penalty number 16 for England. There is Herschel Jantjies waiting for it.
Leave it now, 4, leave it, give it up.
Maro Itoje being told to release. Jasper Wiese powering his way forward. It's there for Jantjies. It's another penalty count. One more added to it. Here's Jantjies. Across there to the other Jantjies. Over the top. Makazole Mapimpi. Yet another try.
On a knife edge. Lovely pass there by Lukanyam. Freddie Stewart pushing up, trying to shut it down. Getting sucked in. Mapimpi with an easy run in, and he just cannot stop scoring tries. Makazolo Mapimpi over again.
Well, it was a very crisp connection, but it does slip wide. Elton Yankees again, just getting that away despite the company of Tom Curry.
Backwards.
England have won it on the floor. But it's South Africa who get the penalty. There's never been a more important moment than this. And Frans Steyn does what he has done in green and gold. South Africa starting to demonstrate why they're world champions. And Eben Etzebeth going through, romping through like a derby winner. But it's a penalty against South Africa. Here's Nick Dolly. Well, it didn't go to plan, but Maro Itoje comes away with it. England really need to make something happen here. Marcus Smith chips ahead, and it's a penalty to England.
Doesn't make a genuine attempt to go for the ball. Just tackles him in the air. It's a yellow card for me. So Brian, I'm ready when you come back.
Okay, we'll go back to you.
Okay, 6 does go up. The problem I have is he tackles him in the air and he doesn't make a genuine attempt to go for the ball. So I'm on penalty and yellow card.
Yes, I agree. And your mark is 1 metre inside the England half.
Okay. You have got, no, I know. Your hand's gone up, but you're still taking him in the air. And that's why it's a yellow card. I was getting the ball. You didn't, you're taking him in the air. Stay.
90 seconds remain. England looking for a hero. Henry Slade. The arm is out from the referee. They have the penalty. There goes Marcus Smith. Well, that was rather reckless, you have to say, from South Africa. They've given the second penalty, and this one is straight in front. England lead. South Africa have to regain possession. All England need to do is get it and kick it out. England have it. They have the penalty. Marcus Smith will kick it into touch. And that is it.